welcome back. Today is Wednesday, 2 days till graduation. Crazy. It is I think around 8 or just after 8. I'm gonna go for my nail appointment, getting our nails done. My mom's sister and I are getting our nails done today. That's really the only thing that I have to do. Also have to confirm some things with my hairstylist, and but yeah, that's pretty much it. Cause I'm done with most of the preparations. So yeah, I'll see you guys later on. Morning. Today is Thursday. It's grad tomorrow. I have so much laundry to do. I'm gonna do my laundry, wash my bedding as well, and then I'm gonna take a shower. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this vlog. I think it'll be more eventful tomorrow, like on the actual day of graduation. But today I'm gonna drop off my wig to a stylist so that she can style it today, so that when I come tomorrow to install the hair, she's just installing because she already styled it. So yeah, I'm gonna do my hair and makeup at the same place. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. Today I have to sleep early. I probably have to wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m. So yeah, let's get to work. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, students.
Lungelwa Luyanda Cele.
Sikhumbuza magaye viko wabuye mfulele kagezanga. Wamuhle Jesu. Wamuhle Jesu, wamuhle Jesu. Nkosi.
Hi. So I wanted to end up this vlog. I actually really filmed this a few days ago, but I didn't like how it turned out and I was just kind of rambling, so I'm refilming it again. But yeah, I just wanted to go in depth with my whole undergrad story basically. If you're an OG viewer or you just started watching me maybe 2023, 2024, then you know everything, but I'm gonna explain it if you're new. So basically, I did my first year in 2022, things went well. I did my second year in 2023, I finished it, and then in came 2024, I couldn't register for third year because of financial restraints. So unfortunately, I had to stay at home for the entirety of 2024, and the first half was 2025. I'm not gonna lie, it was you. It was horrible. It was a very horrible experience, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. My mental health declined very. It declined, and it was really hard to. Sorry about that, but as I was saying, my mental health really, it was absolutely a horrible experience for me. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. So yeah, in 2024, like early 2024, I still had the drive and I wanted to go back to school. I was applying for every bursary possible, like scouring the internet for hours every single day for bursaries. Till came a day where I just gave up and I was like, you know what, maybe this is a sign. And I tried to like make myself feel better by saying, no, it's fine. You don't need a degree for your career anyway. It's mainly based on like talent and how good you are. So I was like, it's fine. And then eventually I gave up and I was like, I'm done. Come 2025 May, I got an email from this one bursary I applied for in 2024, and they tell me that they're doing an institutional visit at my school. Mind you, I'm at home, so I'm like, who are I gonna see? Because I'm at home, I'm not in school. So I call the registrar at my school, and it's like, oh yeah, we know they're coming. No, do come even though you're not registered. So I come to school. I have a meeting with the head of the bursary unit and also the student affairs officer. I love Desiree. Shout out to her. And basically explain my whole situation, that the reason why I wasn't at school is because I didn't have the funds to do so. So the head of the bursary unit is like, okay, if we do give you the bursary, we'll also pay the money you owe school. And I was like, yo, I hope that happens. I hope it really does. So they tell me all the things I'll get if I do get the bursary. So they pay for my accommodation, give me an allowance, plus paying for all the money that I owe to school and my tuition for the year. So yeah, and they told me that, okay, don't get excited and stop at the bursary yet. We'll let you know like tomorrow or 2 days after. Cool. So 2 days after, I think, or a day after, I'm in my room. I get an email titled Orientation for Bursary Funded Students, which means about the bursary. I was so happy. I was so happy. Tears started welling up in my eyes. I went to my mom and my sister in the living room and told them, and it was just kneel down and prayed and thank God, because wow. Hey. So yeah, same week I go to school on Friday. I have a meeting with the dean, the student affairs officer, and the head of life performance, who was also going to be my screen acting lecturer for the year. So I told them like, okay, I'm funding now, blah blah blah, the whole situation with my mom in the meeting, and then they say that actually, I don't think it's a good idea for you to start third year so late, because I mean, it's the last week of May. June is starting next week, and you know, we just don't think we're gonna able to manage. So we think you should ask your funder to divert the bursary to 2026 and do 30 in 2026. Hey, in that moment, I was just speechless. Like I lost all motivation. I was like, I really got all this way just for this, for nothing. Like, are you kidding me? And then I just kept quiet there. I didn't know what to do. And then my mom was like, she asked them if I could leave the room so she can talk to them without me in there. So cool, I leave the room and she speaks to them, and whatever she said worked, because when I came back to the room, they were on my side and they said, okay, fine, we'll let you enroll for third year. I can start third year. And they said I should come to school on Monday, which was going to be the 2nd of June. I was so happy and just. And then afterwards, the head of life performance, aka my screen acting lecturer, he sees my mom and I should meet with him in the office after the meeting. So we go to his office, meet with him, and then he says, you guys won't believe what he says. What he said to me and my mother. he basically looks me in my eyes and says, actually, the dean and the affairs officer were on your side. I was on who told them you would struggle and you wouldn't be able to keep up. So you don't know me. You don't know me and you're already assuming I'm gonna struggle and like you have no faith in me whatsoever. Like, hello. But yeah, eventually I start school Monday, 2nd of June, and then 4th of June I get my whole catch up plan, basically everything I have to complete for first semester. Mind you, the second semester is ending on 20 June and second semester starting 14th of July. So during the break when everyone else went home, I stayed because I had to finish my work. So I had from the 4th of June to the 4th of July to finish all of my work. You might be saying, why till the 4th of July? Because school opens 14th July. That's because from the 7th of July to the 13th of July, it was when we went to school for people who didn't do well first semester so they can up their marks. So yeah, I had to finish before that. And you might be asking, what break is this? So I had a month to do 2 research assignments, 2 reflection assignments, 2 solo stage performances, and 2 duologue. Sorry about that. As I was saying, I had a month to do 2 research assignments, 2 reflection assignments, 2 solo stage performances, and 2 screen duologues. Also, shout out to Sidu and Zama for helping me with those and being my partners for those duologues. But guys, and instead it wasn't a whole month because every week there was something due. So for like this week it will be the first assignment, following week would be my first performance, and then following week would be an assignment, following week would be a performance, like that. Basically that's how it was. Every week there's something due, so I probably had like a week for each thing. I'm telling you, and 2 things will be due in the same week sometimes. I don't know how I did it, but I did it, guys. I finished all the work. I finished all my work on the 3rd of July. Yo, it still like sounds crazy, and by now I'm probably like, how did you do that? I don't know, but I did it and I got straight A's. But yeah, I finished all my work for semester 1, so that by the time I start second semester I'm done with all of my work and I'm on the same track as everyone else. So yeah, the only difference was that I was in 2 films as well, so that one of the films would be a mark for my semester 1 because I don't have a film mark for semester 1, so I was in 2 films. But yeah, otherwise that's basically the whole thing. So yeah, technically I did 3rd year in 6 months, and out of those 6 months, 1 month was my first semester. And guys, I did really well. Like I got straight A's. Like I even graduated cum laude. That's how good I was. But yeah, I just thank myself, my smart brain. I thank God. I thank all my friends and my family for supporting me. Like I love you all so much. But yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope my story serves as inspiration and motivation for you to keep going, and that your circumstances and your background do not define you, and you can still succeed and persevere in life. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.